nervous when my nose starts itching, like on camera, because it be itching because I have these piercings in, but I don't want y'all to be thinking I be picking my nose. I, in fact, do pick my nose. I really do. I am gonna hold you, but I don't do it all the time. Like, I don't, I don't do it all the time. And don't be sitting here like y'all don't scratch it. Oh my God, it's itching right now. Oh my God. The timing is crazy. No boogers, no boogers. I was checking. I was checking, bro. There ain't no boogers, bro. See? See, ain't no booger. Focus. See, ain't no boogers up in there. And don't be sitting here and acting like y'all don't be picking y'all noses and scratching y'all booty holes and everything. But we all do it. Okay? Okay? I do it. Why do we always have a tendency to pick our nose while we're driving? I don't know why. I've seen so many people, including myself, dig for gold while driving. It just seems like some random thought in our mind thinking, or neurological thing is like, my nose itches, or I got a booger and I really need to pick it while driving. I don't get why, but we all do it. A lot of us. I know I do. Ain't no shame in my picking those games. Nasty, but it's honest. It's honest. Hey y'all, it is your favorite babyface adult, Money, coming back at you with another video. This video is a little different, y'all. Like, ain't too much nerve related. I'm a very opinionated person, and I give my opinions, which are facts, about certain things. And this video right here, I'm excited to, talk to you all about. But before we start, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know when I post, because I'm excited for this new little type of thing. I kind of want to do more different type of reaction videos. It doesn't always have to be strictly nerdy. There's a lot to me. I have variety, versatile, bro. Jack of all trades, master of some, not none, master of some. Okay, I'm gonna give myself credit. Period. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started on this video. Crushed it, kinda. All right, y'all, the video we have today, which should be an interesting topic, is called, do you have a racial preference? Keep it 100. This is Cut, the YouTube channel. These are pretty popular to watch, so I decided to start incorporating some of these videos into my channel and reacting to them. So, let's go ahead and get started.
Have you always had a preference?
No.
What changed?
I dated a white person.
And what happened?
He called me a colored person, not person of color. Colored person.
Okay. Already, we're 11 seconds in, and never in my life, okay? Never, and I mean never, in my life will I sit there and let a person, palm-colored person call me that. Okay? I will never, okay? And I don't, no. I'm sorry. We asked 100 people, do you have a racial preference when dating?
Oh, that's a good question. Well.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
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 Do you have a racial preference when dating?
Not necessarily, but everybody else in my life says that I do.
What do they say your preference is?
Anything Asian.
Asians?
It's exclusively Asian guys.
Is there a race that you tend to date the most?
I think black people.
Black love all day.
I noticed it when I was in grade school, but like all my crushes were Mexicans.
A lot of my friends like to clown me and say that I only date white girls.
I love Caucasian women. That's probably bad for the character.
All right, look. Me. I'm strictly black. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry. I like me a black. I love me some black men. I really do. That is all I've ever dated. All 3 of my relationships, and some in betweens and whatever's. Yeah, black men. I don't know, man. It's just something about black love that obviously I gravitate to, and a lot of us do. But I am. Like, I just, the vibes and the love is always 100%, you know, and it's just something I just feel like I personally can't find anywhere else besides within a black man. So I indeed have a racial preference. I prefer black men. Now, when you look at my track record of all the people that I've talked to, all the guys that I've talked to, they all don't look the same. They're all in one way, shape, or form different from the other. A lot of difference, personality, and just even physical appearance. You can't just say that's Imani's type. You don't know my type. I mean, I have a type. Like, there's a specific way I want my guy to be, but when it comes to like my history, bro, they don't look the same. And you can just say, I like black men. I do. The dark skins, the light skins, the brown skins, the tall, the kind of short, long hair, short hair. It doesn't really matter, bro. It doesn't really matter. I love black men. Now, however, there is a certain way I want my black man to be, and that's just real. People just want a certain way, you know, regardless of, you know, the skin color. There's a way you want someone to treat you. So, yeah. But black men, strictly black men.
Do you have a racial preference when dating?
I used to be strictly white meat, but now I'm like, okay, what, you know, it's just one part of a spectrum of so many flavors.
I've dated like every race of lady probably out there.
Hispanic, Asian.
White guys, white girls, guys of color, women of color.
I grew up in like a predominantly Asian area.
My community had a lot of Asian and African people. That's generally what I lean towards.
Flavors. It's like, why would you just want one flavor? It's a blessing in difference.
Have you heard of the term, if she's ain't foreign, she boring?
And the thing is, bro, the thing is about it, bro, you, palm color, no offense, bro, would say something like that. Only the palm colors will say something like that. I've had white men hit on me and say the darndest things. It's like they can't talk to you without mentioning that you're black. It's like, I'm sorry. And it's entertaining because it never fails. And I'm like, you know, I've had this one white guy was like, you know, black women are just absolutely beautiful, and I would totally be down for the swirl. Like, bro, like, ain't nobody going with that, bro. Like, ain't nobody just like, oh yeah, like, no, bro, calm down. You calm down. It's only white people that say things like that. It's like they can't just not mention that you're black. Now, and it's just from my personal experience, bro. Another white guy one time said to me, it's so inappropriate, bro. He said, can I put my milk all over your Cocoa Puffs? Bro, I was in high school when this guy said this to me. I was like, no, absolutely not. First of all, I'm not even sure what the heck you mean. And second of all, bro, what the freak, bro? Like, dude, I can't.
I feel like you just made that up.
No, it's it.
Do you have a racial preference when dating?
No.
No,
I do not. As much as I would like to say that I don't, when I made my eHarmony account, I was definitely only trying to match with certain people. It was pretty an uncomfortable feeling.
Why was it uncomfortable?
Because I painted myself as a racist.
Is it racist?
She struggles because she couldn't just say I want a white guy or an Asian guy or a black guy. She couldn't just say that that's who she wanted. If that's who you want, baby girl, that's who you want. See, these are the type of people that struggle with the BLM movement and they put that junk in their bio and can I say the N-word or can I not, or they struggle so hard not to be racist, and I feel bad for her. Like, babes, it's okay to have a preference of the skin color of person you want, okay? As long as you're not fetishizing, but sometimes certain people fetishes and stuff, it's kind of hard not to. When you date outside your race. Dating outside your race, you have to think about, why do you like this person? Because if you're specifically going for a certain type of ethnicity, no matter what, outside of your race, it's kind of like, you know, it could be alarming. Which is why I've never really truly ever dated outside my race, because I wasn't really interested. Like, don't get me wrong, I was at some points in my life interested outside of my race, but at the same time, when I got older and got into, you know, talking to people, they always could. It's like I said, they could. It just felt like my goodness, I cannot talk. I felt like they couldn't just get my skin color out the way, so they couldn't get to me as a person, who I was to my core. I love your hair and the way your skin color looks, and I'm like, okay, that's great. Can we move on past that?
Just to have a preference.
No.
Absolutely not. You can't be racist if you just want to be in your community.
A lot of people are attracted to people that look like them.
Sorry. Why did she say that like that? Hold on. She was real with it.
Racist to have a preference.
No.
Absolutely not. You can't be racist if you just want to be in your community.
You can't be What's her name? I like her.
A lot of people are attracted to people that look like them.
You like who you like. I don't think you should be forced to like someone just because it might seem racist or not.
Do you think it's racist to have racial preferences?
I'd say yes, there is a problem with having a racial preference.
I think if it's intentional and it's like, I won't date any Hispanic people, I feel like that's rooted in racism.
Most people, when they try to avoid a particular race, if you dig into their past, they must have gone through some bad experiences.
Like, okay, so she obviously is an older woman. I have a grandmother who was in fact born. My grandparents, first of all, when they say slavery was a long time ago, first of all, my grandparents experienced segregation, so I ain't trying to hear that, for one. Two, my grandmother, my mom's mom, she used to pick cotton when she was a child, okay? And so she had a tendency to be afraid or buck up at people that were white. And so, yes, so when it comes down to preferences of who you want to be around, even who you want to date, you have to think about people's experiences too. If you had a bad experience with this particular race, you can say, you can, validate that feeling, but at the same time, not everybody's the same. Not everybody's the same in that sense. You can have a preference without categorizing everybody that looks like that one person, Like, if I dated a person that was outside of my race and they did me dirty, I'm not going to just write off that particular race. No, I'm not. I'm just going to write off that person, okay? Because that person was trash. So I like the point that she made. But that goes back to what I said. Is it a fetish? You have to really think about, why do you always gravitate to this person or this particular group of people? And why do you avoid this, particular group of people, Because if that, it does turn racial when you're like, I absolutely do not date Mexicans. Like, what? Okay, bro. Like, okay. What happened? This one Mexican person broke my heart. Okay, that person did. Chill out, So I get what she's saying.
I have internalized racism and anti-blackness and all of these things that I have to continue to process and work through if I want to stand in solidarity with everyone in this country.
Is there something wrong with having a racial preference?
I think if it's a fetish.
Fetish, yeah.
Yeah, probably.
But I think that if you are looking at them in a wholly sexualized fashion, that veers into racism.
Do you have a racial preference?
That's a crazy point because if it's that is a form. Wow, hold on, let me get my words together. That is racist if it's strictly just sexual. You want to just smash on a specific ethnicity. That is kind of racist because, oh my God, that's crazy. That is a crazy viewpoint, and there's probably a study on it. That's crazy. I like that point.
I like my black men. That contrast of that skin color, to me, it's very erotic.
But I already knew, first of all, by the eyeliner under her eyes, and these piercing witch like eyes that she mentioned the first thing. I'm trying to tell you, the first thing she mentioned was the complexion, and that is my issue with certain people that fetishize ethnicity. Why are you don't really like that that person? You like what they look like, okay? Like, you like that Asian person because of their eyes. You like that Mexican person because of their accent. Like, you can't just say it's okay to have a racial preference. But if you are just strictly on the surface of physical appearance, bro, you are a weirdo. Okay, you're weird. It's just something about the way they look, bro. And it's sickening, okay? It's sickening. And I'm sorry, I'm passionate about it because I have been victim to it, okay? I've heard some crazy things said to me because of me being a black woman. Like, I really have. And so it's just absolutely, it's baffling. So I'm sorry if I'm passionate about it. I purposely chose this because you guys are probably going to get to know me more and more. But look, I'm very passionate about race and race. Look, okay? The junk is weird to just, you know.
Shit for your racial preference?
Yes. Oh yeah.
Do you have a racial preference when dating?
No.
No.
I don't discriminate.
People think I do, but I don't.
I've never said I'll turn down someone because of their race.
I love all ethnicities. I think they're all fucking hot.
What's your ethnicity?
I am South Indian.
Do you date South Indians?
No.
So you do have racial preferences.
Oh, shoot, I guess.
Do you have a racial preference when dating?
I don't think that I do.
What might your dating history say?
Well, listen, there's like a lot of white people that I've hooked up with, so that tells a different story.
Do you have a racial preference when dating?
No, but like most of the people I've dated have been white.
White men.
Caucasian.
I do have a preference for blonde hair, blue-eyed, Tom Petty-ish features.
I just like haven't found another racial identity that I like have connected with on that level.
And that's fine. To me, that's fine. Like, if you just strictly just like who you like in your ethnicity / race, that's fine. And it's also fine if you just haven't found somebody outside of that you've truly connected with. And that's me. Like, I never connected with somebody outside of my race besides black. And that's just me. And so I agree that sometimes you just don't. And so when you get older, you just are just like, well, this is just who I like. And just given your history, you have to be honest. I've only really talked to black guys. That's it. And then I've just buckled down to the fact that I just like black men. So it's not that I think white men are ugly. It's not that I think Asians and Mexicans are ugly or any other ethnicity or races are ugly. I've found some very attractive people outside of my race. I'm like, that's an attractive person. But at the end of the day, I never just really connected with anybody like that. So yeah.
My previous dating history were all white, tall, cis men. That's just kind of what I always just leaned towards and felt familiar with. I grew up with a really large white population.
It was who was available.
And it wasn't, definitely not a conscious decision.
Dude! What's going on here? Oh my god, he's the definition of Gen Z. Look at all this he's wearing, y'all. If somebody said, what's the best representation of Gen Z? This guy. Look at what he got on. Look at all that, bro. No more comments.
There's so many fucking white
dudes. What did he say, though?
And it wasn't, definitely not a conscious decision.
There's so many fucking white dudes in Seattle.
How does the experience differ when dating outside of your race?
You have the opportunity to have different perspectives than you may have otherwise been having available to you.
I traveled a lot after college.
Getting away from Florida, going to school, having a broader worldview. Now it's much more about the person.
Do you have any?
And see, that's what you have to get to. So if you Like, if you date outside your race, you have to, you know, and if you've had a history of dating outside your race, you do get a different perspective on life. Shout out Selena and Jacob. They are an interracial couple, and they have shared different viewpoints and backgrounds and just different perspectives from their lens of life, and it helps them grow as a couple and be interracial and stuff. And so I feel like that's something that you have to consider when you're with somebody outside of your race or ethnicity. You have to like them as a person, because you have to take time to learn, you know, their viewpoints of life. You have to understand their perspectives. You know, if you're dating someone that's a person of color, you have to understand that there's different hardships they may have that you may not understand if you are not a person of color, you know? And so, it's an interesting thing, you know? There's so many things that could be said about it, you know?
Racial preferences when dating?
I do tend to date white men more, which is probably why all the relationships have been awful.
Why are you still dating white guys if they suck so much?
I think a part of me is like, I don't deserve men of color. Part of my family is really racist, and like, I don't want to expose them to that.
Have you always had a preference?
No.
What changed?
I dated a white person.
And what happened?
He called me a colored person, not person of color. Colored person. I'm not kidding.
Do you have any racial preferences when dating?
Anything but white.
White chicks, no offense, it's been a series of bad luck.
Anything other than white and blonde.
Why is that?
The super strong, important figures in my life that are male have always been of mixed descent.
I usually tend to date POC.
It has to be of color.
I probably prefer people of color.
That's not to say like I was to meet someone who wasn't like of color, like I would be completely closed off to them. They would have to definitely meet the criteria that comes inherent with dating someone of color.
It's necessary, I think, for someone to be able to have some type of understanding
systemic oppression and what we go through.
It can be harder to relate to somebody when you don't have the same experiences growing up.
And that is a part of the reason why I've never really truly dated outside of my race, because when I dated these black men, we've had conversations about the hardships of life, and especially like big events like Trayvon Martin, George Floyd, that really had an effect that affected our community. And so personally, I wouldn't want to have a conversation with somebody outside of my race like that, because I feel like they wouldn't truly get it. That would be too much teaching. And so even don't get me wrong, like, it's okay if you do. I just know that I can't, because I believe that, you know, a black man and me connect on a different level that I feel like I can't find with somebody outside of my race. And that's just me. But it is interesting though, because that's why people date inside of their race, because sometimes you just really, it's a safety to know that it won't really be an issue when things of, you know, racist issues come up. Race issues? I'm not sure how to, you know, but you know what I'm trying to say. But yeah, it's a comfort in it.
There are certain things that like you don't really have to like explain.
I've dated people who share nothing in common with me in terms of culture. It's just not the same.
Because I am Jewish, like it would be so much more profitable to marry someone who's Jewish. I don't know, you get it more.
What was it like the first time you dated somebody outside of your race?
Yeah, those relationships are weird.
Yeah, I tried vanilla in high school. It didn't click.
Do you have a race?
Yeah, I tried vanilla in high school. It didn't click. Like, girl, she's cute. She's cute.
Preference when dating.
The only preference is I have a male breathing penis pulse.
Honestly, my biggest thing is I love a beard.
Hold on!
The only preference is I have a male breathing penis pulse.
They need subtitles, because did I hear that right? I have a male breathing penis pulse. Heard you. Bro said I'm strictly peen. I'm strictly weenie, bruh. He said it doesn't matter the color, bro. It just matters the genitalia. Like, crazy.
Honestly, my biggest thing is I love a beard. Like a beard and chest hair.
I have like a height preference, like the last guy. 6'5". What did that kid drink when he was young?
Do you have a racial preference when dating?
she had flashbacks. She was like, gosh darn it, I might hit him up after this. No, but me, okay. Yes, I have dated black men that have different, looks, but I really do like men with facial hair. I do. I like a guy with a beard. Like, I've dated guys or talked to guys that didn't, but I do. I kind of like guys with a beard. Something about it, bro. I like to touch his face and just, it's better that way. Beards are cool, and that's just not for black men, but that's just men in general. We like men with beards, okay?
Not really.
Do you have a certain type of guy?
I don't like young guys. I like daddies.
Whoa! She said, I like daddies.
A racial preference when dating.
I'm queer and pan, so I just really am attracted to like person.
Personalities.
The individual themselves is what I notice before I pay attention to what their ethnicity or race is.
If I find you attractive, I find you attractive. How can you tell that you don't have a racial preference?
I feel like my porn history is very much complicated. I love so much like gangbang and just like all of this stuff, and in that one, like everyone's there. Everyone's invited to the gangbang. It's a potluck.
All right, bro. Okay, bro. Dude. And they're like, and that's the end of the video. Like, dude. Why'd you say all that? Based off my porn history, but like, what? Whoa! Hey, we're all adults here. But that's crazy. Definitely want to do more of those. I feel like that is so much fun, you guys get to see another side of me, and we just have a different type of vibe going on the channel. We're a variety, bro. Like I said, jack of all trades, master of some. But let me know in the comment section. Let's get a little juicy. Do you have racial preferences? What's your thoughts on this? Like, talk to me, talk about it. I told you what mine is, we're having girl talk. And for the guys, we're having guy talk. But guy talk is so different, bro. Like, that junk is crazy. I have guy friends, that junk is crazy, bro. Y'all are weird. But before we depart ways, I need you to like, comment, share, subscribe, and turn that bell so you know when I post, because the dating pool is crazy. It's gotten so crazy over time. I know our parents are like, what is this generation doing? Yeah, we don't know either. But all we know is that we're vibing. There's great music in the background. That's all we know. You know what, y'all? Thank you so much for watching Sunflower Gang. I love y'all. I had a really good time. Thanks so much for watching. And Yahweh willing, I will see you all in the next video. Shalom, peace. Have fun dating. Please be safe.